ladies and gentlemen, these are the times that 5 minutes old. Look at the answer. Questions over what the answers are first, and then we'll do the how to do ones. Bolton? Questions over answers. If you have a question about an answer, then we'll do the how to do. Sam? 17. Negative 0.8, negative 3/5, 2/5, 0.825. Huh?
Isn't negative 0.8 like
Well, answers first, and then how do you do? Colin.
What was number 2?
Number 2 was equal to.
And is it okay for 11 if we put 87 feet below, or does that have to be negative?
Negative 87 would be the correct answer. Bolton?
What was number 1?
1 was natural, whole, integer, rational. Brooklyn?
What's number 11?
Number 11, negative 87. Add B.
What was number 3?
3 is less than. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please, for number 1, you should have that little sheet that has listed all those subsets of numbers in there. Does somebody have what I'm speaking about handy so they can show what it is?
Which one?
The one that has the box that has all the numbers sort of thing. Yeah. Like Brooklyn has here. Just remember, if it said negative 5, look for the examples of negative numbers. The first negative number you see is in that integer box. And it's also a member of every other box that's inside, so it's integers, rationals, reals. I cannot help you any more than that, Frankie. Just remember that. Now, here we go. Without any further ado, who's over there? Well, somebody had one over there. Tyler?
How to do number 19?
All the way to the end already. How do I do number 19? There's a good chance I can't. The volume of a bucket of water is 864 cubic inches, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot tell you this in any other stringent terms than this. When you see 864 cubic inches, what is the label on that? What does that mean? It means this. 864, it's the label that's cubed. It's not 864 cubed. It's cubic inches. That means you have inches times inches times inches. Okay, same thing here. Cubic feet means you have 7 feet times feet times feet. That's 7 cubic feet. Okay, so they're saying this. If you draw the picture, you've got a bucket. Let's pretend that's my bucket. Okay. The volume of that bucket is 864 cubic inches. Oh wait, no. The bucket, wait. Volume of a bucket, sorry. This is the bucket. And you're trying to fill a ginormous basin full of water. You want to know how many of these you're going to pour into 7 cubic feet. What is our problem there? The problem there is you have different units of measurement. I mean, if this thing held 12 gallons and a bucket was 2 gallons, this would be an easy problem, right? Because how many 2 gallons would it take to fill up a 12-gallon thing? 6. What did you do to figure that out? Divided it. So you need to divide this into this, but the problem, like I said, is these are not in the same units. So you could change this into cubic feet or change this into cubic inches, and I'm not sure which would probably be the better one. I'd probably have to go with this, changing that into cubic inches. And what does that look like? Maybe, did everybody do this? Maybe not. So you have 7 feet times feet times feet, and you need said unit multiplier to cross off with each of those labels of feet. It might be easier to do it the other way, I don't know. What's going on top of my feet? Inches, correct? Inches, inches. How many inches are in a foot? 12, 12, 12. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so feet all cross off. I am left with, instead of 7 cubic feet, this thing is 7 times 12 times 12 times 12 cubic inches. So now it's just a matter of dividing those two numbers. What was the answer to that?
14.
It might have been better, maybe it was better to change this to cubic feet. No, it wouldn't be, because it'd be a half a cubic foot probably. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in math, there's always shortcuts here. Is the smart thing, Zach, to multiply 7 times 12 times 12 times 12 and then divide by that? No. What could you do that would make your life easier? A division problem is nothing more than a fraction, ladies and gentlemen. So you could do this, 7 times 12 times 12 times 12, all over 864. And then cross cancel. This is getting more exciting all the time. I understand why this gave you some issues. What number, what can you divide these by? What number goes into 12 and 864? Let's just cut them in half. This is 6. Which half of 864? 432, right? I can divide this in half again, right? Which is what? 216. Cut this in half, it's 3. I can divide this in half again, right? It's 108. Is anybody with me here? Am I talking to the wall? And I get 6. I can divide 108 in half and get 54. I can cut that in half again and get 3. I can divide 54 in half and get 27, which means I cut that in half and get 6. Oh, look. What goes into 27?
9.
Yeah, I can cross these off. 9 goes into that, and you have 3 left. Oh boy, this is the grand finale. 3 goes into 6 twice, and 2 times 7 is? What was the answer? Or I would not be against you using a calculator for that. How about that?
On the test?
Yeah, okay. This is more about the process than we really know in this, because you could multiply. It might have been easier for us to change that into cubic feet. What? Should I do it? Is anybody interested in that? Somebody say yes, because it makes me happy.
Yes.
When I'm in a good mood, then things really go well for you. What would be 864 inches cubed? Watch. 864 inches, and I'm changing it into what? Cubic feet. And how many inches are in a foot?
12.
Oh, so we still gotta do the same thing here, don't we? I don't know if that's any easier. I'm end up doing the same thing. I would say use the calculator. How about that? There's gotta be other problems there. Maddie, go ahead.
Number
16?
16.
I love number 16. Who else missed number 16? Come on, fess up. Really? Huh. Did you follow the stringent rules that Mr. Hans laid down for the application of such problems? Is that a yes or a no?
Yeah.
Did you put parentheses for the letters, Maddie?
No.
All right, well, I really shouldn't even do the problem. I really shouldn't do the problem for you, but I'm going to. So I have 2, big parenthesis, this is x, this is y, big parenthesis cubed, minus this x squared. I already know that x equals 5 and y equals 2, so I put 5s in for my x's, 2s in for my y's. Order of operations says I have to do what first, Maddie? And what is 5 minus 2? 3. So this is what I'm left with. Order of operations say I have to do what next? Well, I've already done, I can't do anything more with the parentheses. Move to the next thing. Exponents. So what is 3 cubed?
27.
All right, so now it's 2 times 27. What's 5 squared? 25. Next order of operations say you have to do what?
27 times 2.
Which is?
54.
Right. And what is 54 minus 25? Did I get it wrong? Sounds like you had a good... Zach, where'd you go wrong? Really? That was it? Frankie?
12.
Number 12? Is that on this page? Yeah. I would recognize is this, if I have two negative signs next to each other, what does that really mean? Plus. So this ends up being negative 4/9. This parentheses does absolutely nothing because there's nothing in front of it. Plus 5/9. And then, as was stated before, fractions always get written up and down. Negative 4/9 plus 5/9. If you take whatever sign is out here and move it up to the top, it's the same as having a negative 4 and a positive 5. When you put those together, what do you get? A 1/9. Negative 4 plus 5 is a positive 1. Colton, you've got the guts and you've got the gall.
Five.
I'm sorry, 5?
I don't know how I got it wrong.
Well, you and me and a dog named Boo. You said 5?
Yeah, I don't know how I got it wrong.
I don't know either. Did you do it out? First of all, did you do this? Did you say, okay, I need to multiply 0.4 times 0.4 times 0.4? Did you write it out so you could see that?
Why did I write it out right?
Ah.
No.
That?
Oh,
What is 0.4 times 0.4? Colton,
16.
where's the decimal go?
After
I'm sorry, where?
After the one?
Right here?
No. Before the one.
Before the 1, I agree. Why? Because there's one decimal place there, one decimal place there. So now I have 0.16, and I need to multiply that by 0.4. What is 16 times 4? 64. How many decimal places are there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 0.064. 0.064.
I didn't do 0.16 times 4.
Do you know why? Because you didn't feel it necessary to write this out, did you? Jacob. Under Lake Lodge.
How do you do number 6?
That's a pretty color on you, by the way. What is that? Teal? Mint? What would you call that? Anybody? It's the same exact color as Manny's pencil case, and the same exact color as Ellie's.
Not Maddie's, more of a green.
Which one do you think? Jacob, pull both of those
What
up
did you
here.
think
so
which
I
one
want to
is
see.
Frankie?
I want to see which one is closer. Yeah, you're right. That's a little more seafoamish. The other one's more. Jacob, I'm sorry.
Number 6, I don't know how do you do Jacob.
Well, let's take a look, Jacob, because I'm here for you. I am here. So you did out order of operations, sir, right? No parentheses, so you're at right to what?
Oh, wait. I went left to right.
What? Well, I'm going to do it. You can't stop. You can't stop me now. Please excuse my dear. Parentheses are done. Exponents would give you this. 100 minus 36, because that times that is that, minus 2 times 3 squared is 9 plus 7. Right, Jacob?
Yeah.
Then you do multiplication and division from left to right. There's only one multiplication part, it's right there. So I have 100 minus 36 minus 18 plus 5.
You changed
What
7.
happened? Wait, wait, you stop. Tell me. What?
Changed 7 to 5.
Oh, who did that? I believe an incredible amount of stress I'm under. And then addition, subtraction from left to right, Jacob. 100 minus 36 is 64. 64 minus 18 is 46. And 46 plus 7 is, did I get this right? 53? Is that right, Conrad? No? Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So Jacob, once again, what do we do, just so I know for future references?
I did 100 minus 36 and then I put 34.
Oh,
I got that wrong too.
What was that?
how about that? Zach?
I do 13.
How do I do 13? I don't even know what 13 is at. Let's go up here. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach has a great question. A car traveled at 490,400 feet per hour. How fast did the car travel in miles per hour? Guess what I need to use here?
Conversion.
Conversion fractions, crossing off labels. What do they give you? 290,400 feet per hour. The word per is always division. It's a fraction line, so you start with this. 290,400 feet. Zach, did you put labels down for me? That was not an overwhelming yes. That sounded like a half yes. And then you ask yourself, Zach, I'm changing, which label gets changed, the feet or the hours? And what am I changing feet into? So, I put feet down here because it's up here, and I have to put miles right there. And how many feet are in a mile?
728.
5,200 feet. Oh, here again is where people whine about the math. 290,400 divided by 5,280. This crosses off. I don't want to do any more of this. Let's just do it out. 528 into 29040. I'm guessing this is 5, because Frankie said 55 is the answer. 40, 4, 40, and 29, 26, 4, 6, 2640. Oh, look, it's the same thing. And what's my label left? Miles per hour. 55 mph. Getting tired of this color? If you missed problem number 14, it's your own fault, people. I mean, there's nothing easier than that. Some of you forgot about what terms are. Terms are nothing more than things separated by addition and subtraction signs that aren't in parentheses. 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms, 4 terms. Just that easy. Max, what's your thoughts on that? Das ist gut. Comment parlez-vous? Parlez-vous français? Je ne parle pas anglais.
Yes, I do.
Mary Glenn?
Number 2.
For number 2, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I like to say. T for 2, 2 for T. Did we not do number 2 already? Oh boy. So they throw a lot of order of operations at you, Maddie. Let's do this side first. What do I have to do first?
X1,
Which is 3 squared is
9.
9 minus 2 times 2.5. Then you have to do multiplication, which this is, what's 2 times 2.5?
5.
And 9 minus 5 is
4.
over here. We're going to compare that to whatever we get over here. 7 plus 6 divided by 3 minus 10 divided by 2. Left to right, you have to do division first. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 7 plus 2, this is also division, which is 5. 7 plus 2 is 9, and 9 minus 5 is 4. These are equals. You really should get an A on this test. Did I do something wrong? Frankie has a question, kids. What about 10?
That's the one that we said.
No, I don't want to do 10.
So,
You want me to do 10?
do we skip down test?
Well, if there's no other questions, I'll go over 10, but I don't, this is one that's at the end. We probably should talk about being closed. Or closure. It's like having closure on your last relationship, Frankie. Frankie, did you ever get closure on your last relationship?
He never had a last Him and his dog.
Oh, don't bring that up. Did his dog die?
No.
That's not very nice.
His dog didn't die. He just Frankie has a special bond with his dog.
Yeah, she was really weird.
Yes, you do. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I will discuss this. Ooh. What was that? How come we haven't called for 8th grade? Take out a blank piece of paper, because we might as well write it down. Might as well write it down. We got nothing left to do. And I really wish I could explain this or say it in a word that would make any sense to you at all. This is one of those where you really need the example and then it makes a little more sense. But you should really write it out. A set is closed under an operation. I hate to use all these big math words. Operation just means add, subtract, multiply, or divide. The set is closed under operation if for every example you still get a member of that set. And you'll say, what? That makes literally no idea, no sense. None whatsoever. Thank you. So this is the deal with that. First thing you gotta know, let's look at the problem number, this problem, what is a natural number? You have to think of what the natural numbers are. Tyler Hopkins, what are the natural numbers? They're also called the counting numbers, I believe. When your parents taught you to count,
Just right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
it's
7,
just these
8,
numbers,
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they go on forever. Your parents could have taught you to count to 3 trillion, but that would have taken you a while.
Days.
Actually, Frankie, I would be willing to bet, we should, and if we have enough time, I'm gonna figure it out. I bet it might take you a couple years. We will do it mathematically
There
and
is
see.
like, it's like
We'll do it mathematically
1
and see.
billion seconds.
All right.
Something like that.
Here's what this means. Okay, what operation are we using? Subtraction. Those are the two things you need to know. You need to know what the set of numbers you're talking about, what operation you're talking about. For this to be closed, you would have to be able to take any two members, any two natural numbers, and subtract them and still get a natural number. In other words, let's just go this. 8 is a natural number. If I subtract 5 from it, which is another natural number, I get a natural number. Okay? It works for that, but the thing is, can you think of an instant when you would subtract two natural numbers that wouldn't give you a natural number? In which case, Frankie would say,
5 minus 8.
yeah, if you flip those around and said 5 minus 8, you get -3, and -3 is not a natural number, so this would not be closed. Okay, it doesn't fit in that set. If you can think of an instant, and that's what counterexample means. The counterexample would be 5 minus 8, the thing that proves it false. Would natural numbers be closed under addition? Can you think of any two natural numbers you would add together that would not give you a natural number? If you can't, you just start randomly writing things down. 9 plus 7, 16. 1 plus 1, I don't know. Under addition, this would be closed. Subtraction, it is not closed. Now, back to Frankie's question. At what speed are we counting, Frankie? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's just do this in terms of seconds. Frankie, I'm going to time you for 30 seconds, and we'll see how high you can get. Ready when I say go. And I don't want you to go, do you want to go fast or you want to go slow? Whatever speed you pick. Ready? I should use mine.
I'm in non-speed.
What's that?
That's for the.
Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
There you go. You did 40, you counted to 40 in 30 seconds.
We should try fast.
40 counts in 30 seconds. At that, how long would it take you to count to 3 trillion?
Stuff.
So, what you need to do, just like any ratio, equal fraction, proportion, wait, is this trillion?
Yep.
Million, billion, trillion. 40 times what is 3 trillion?
I got this mentally.
Well, it'd be the same thing as 4 to 300 billion, but
Yes.
I don't think my calculator probably doesn't go up to trillions, but we'll try. 300, 000. Nope, only goes up to 9. All right, let's do this. What? Oh, sure. How do I do that? Okay, Siri?
Hey Siri.
Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold on. Yeah.
What is 3 trillion divided by 40?
3 times 10 to the 12th power divided by 40 is 75 billion.
Okay, so 75 billion.
Ah.
Million, billion. So, I need to multiply 30 by that to make equal fractions. So, all right, ready? Hey Siri, what is 30 times 75 billion?
30 times 75 billion is 2.25 times 10 to the 12th power.
All right, so that's how many seconds it would take you to do this. So, how are we gonna figure this out? Wait, that's, we have to figure out in days. Well, how many seconds are in a day? 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, right? So that's how many seconds equal 1 day. I'm gonna just do that. I'm not asking Siri because she is 60 times 60 times 24. So there's 86,400 seconds in a day. So I need to divide, oh my gosh. I don't know if this even, how do you even say this? Wait, let's do this. So this is this with 10 zeros after it, right? Here we go. 2, 2, 5 with 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros. And I have to divide that by 86,400. And this is how many, what, days we said? Who's yawning? How can I, this is not right.
Tyler.
I didn't yawn, I swear.
It was Tyler.
It wasn't me.
Come on, Tyler.
It wasn't me.
So that's 22, is that million or billion? Billion, thousand, million, 22 billion. Here we go, ready? This is it. I'm asking Siri this one. Okay, Siri. Is it hey or okay? Hey, Siri. What is 22 billion 500 million divided by 864?
22 billion 500 million divided by 864 is about 26,041,666.6666.
It'll show you on the thing.
It could show you.
Oh, it does. I'm just gonna go 26 million. That's how many days, Frankie.
How many days is the average lifespan?
And then I'll divide that, we'll see how many years, divide that by
Well, I
364.
think like basically an average person lives about 85.
26 million divided by 365 is, it would take you 71,232 years. 71,232
Counted 3 trillion.
years to count to 3 trillion. You don't understand how big of a number that is. Nobody does.
Like your
That's
great
the deal.
great 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 grandchildren have.
You don't believe me, Frankie? I'll go prove me wrong. I'm telling you, it's that long. It's really is forever.
How did we get the M&M? Like a really speed it up.
Yeah, what if we got M&M? Probably minus about a million.
Even if you went twice as fast, it's still going to take you 35,000 years.
What if you went?
3 times fast.
3 times faster would take you 20.
How fast would you have to say it to be able to say it in 1 year?
All right, nobody has any other math questions after all that, by the way? 71,000 years. Tell that to your children when you say, hey, guess what package they passed?
The Earth has only been alive for 6,000.
Wait, how long did it take to count to 1 million?